know I'm going to run in.
See everything I do now? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to face it. People take off. People won't go on the street. Put people off.
All good, yeah? Yeah, good man.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Leckwith. Welcome to Cardiff City TV. Live coverage of the under-21s this afternoon in the seven-side derby. The Bluebirds up against Bristol City in the Welsh capital. Thank you for joining us today on our live stream. We will run through the team news very shortly. City having a great season so far, aren't they? Into the semi-finals of the Nathaniel MG Cup. Doing really well in the league. Plenty of young players impressing at this level, hoping to make that step up to the first team. Silence before kick-off, the closest under-21s match to Remembrance Day before we get going here. So then, team news for today's clash for the Bluebirds then. In goal is number 1, Jake Dennis. Number 2, Ronan Capacchio. Number 3 is Louis Giles. Wearing number 4, Cody Tews. Number 5, Tom Davis. Captain is Freddie Cook, wearing number 6. Tanatswa Nyakua, number 7. Number 8 is Daka Mafiko. Keona Tete back in action after injury, wearing number 9. Keep an eye out for him. Trey George is 10, and the in-form Michael Reindorf wearing number 11. And for the visitors, Bristol City, Jose Casagrande, number 1. Number 2 is Joseph James. Tate Anderson wearing 3. Josh Campbell-Slowey in 4. Number 5 is Archie Taylor. Captain, number 6, Rafael Arroyo. Number 7 is Billy Phillips. Jed Mearholes, number 8. Number 9 is Ollie Thomas. Luke Skinner wears 10, and completing their lineup is number 11, Kai Churchley. Delighted to say I'm joined by Sam Roberts for this fixture. Sam, it's an under-21 side in great form, looking to extend a good run at the moment.
Yeah, as you say, they've been in incredible form all season. You would have thought there maybe would have potentially been a bit of a change with obviously Bloxham taking over for the time being, with Darren Purse helping out at first team level. Thankfully, the run has been brilliant at first team level in recent weeks, and the under-21 runners continue too, and they'll want to come here today. It's a seven-side derby in every capacity. Doesn't matter what age group, men or women. Cardiff City want to beat Bristol City and vice versa. So yeah, they're going to want to go out there and they're going to want to put on a performance. Looking at how it, from interesting standpoints, obviously Reindorf's been banging form for the under-21s all season. He made the bench on Saturday. Him and Keona Tete, I want to see some attacking play. I want to see him get at Bristol City and hopefully get some goals today. And it's great to see Keon back out there. Let's see what impact he can make.
Yeah, it's been a long time for Keon Tete since he has been out in competitive action. Injury picked up at the start of the season. Attacking front three for the Bluebirds with Reindorf and Nyakawa. Looks like Michael Reindorf will head over to the left, allow Keon through the middle to Natsua on the right. If we go then. Testing ball for Giles straight away, but it's dealt with well by the left back. As Mafika gets an important touch to twos. That's a nice turn from Thomas into the box. It goes. Freddie Cook marshals it well. Out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good strength there.
Goal kick which will be taken by Luke Armstrong. Apologies, not Jake Dennis in the net. Misled by our team sheet here in Leckwith. A very strong back four for City. Freddie Cook been wearing the armband in recent weeks. Dylan Lawler out injured. Tom Davis, obviously naturally a left back, slotting in at centre half, has done very well. And that's allowed for the two full-backs, Capaccio and Giles, to get regular minutes at this level.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, Con. You look at, Lawler obviously was a big miss. He's very highly thought of at the club. At times at first team level and here, we've had to rely on left backs filling in that centre half role, and Joel Bagan and Tom Davis have done exquisitely in that. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's a very different role. It's much more physically demanding, less getting up and about, less attacking. For some people, they don't have the concentration. I must admit, I've been very impressed with Bagan when he's had to do it, and as you say, Tom Davis at 21's level.
Yeah, well, Dylan Lawler is back in the squad in recent weeks. He's on the bench today, alongside Manny Barton, who's impressed so far this season, stepping up. Joe Thomas, wearing number 13, substitute goalkeeper. Balin Johnson, winger signed in the summer, and number 16, Morgan Wigley. Here come Bristol City then. That's a good recovery from Trey George. Comes away with the ball. Nice 1-2, and George again now finds a Tete. To play up, but Bristol City able to turn it over. Through from Campbell Slowey into Skinner. Comes all the way back to the Bristol City goalkeeper Casagrande. Tries to pick up Tane Anderson. It's a necessary header, and it's a good one in the end. Keeps the ball in play. Luke Skinner forces Tane Anderson into a heavy touch there, and is back with the Bluebirds. Kicked out to Michael Reindorf.
Nicely played, actually.
Yeah, good composure from City. Reindorf up against Archie Taylor. Drops inside. He's got Giles outside for support. That's a nice ball through to George. Trey George, what can he do here?
Needed the early cross, Con. Needed the early cross. It's lovely from Reindorf. He's under a lot of pressure and he's managed to play the ball well. It's a good through ball through, and it just needed the early cross, whether or not the man's in there or not. Shouldn't let the ball go out of play like that, but City unlucky. It's nice that they can soak up the pressure and then get on the counter very quickly right through Reindorf. Hopefully next time an opportunity like that comes our way, we can get a shot at goal.
I think it's skipper Rafael Araoye just muscles Trey George off the ball. The space disappeared for him. Good early signs from the Bluebirds in the first 5 minutes. Long ball looking for Anderson. Mayakua back to defend up against Josh Campbell-Slowey. Tete comes to close down. That's a wayward ball from the Robins skipper. They get it back here. Freddie Cook puts an important toe in, and now the Bluebirds look to counter again. There might be too much on that for Reindorf.
I love the ambition. He's done brilliantly.
Oh, it's a good cross as well, but commanding goalkeeping from Casagrande to come and collect.
Yeah, I said about that early cross. We got it in that time, but full credit to the goalkeeper. He's commanded his area really well, and he kept hold of the ball.
That's another wayward through ball from the visitors. Looking for Ollie Thomas that time, but Cook read it well. City playing through the lines here with Mayakua. Needs an option. Spreads it wide, looking for Reindorf. That's a good ball. Joseph James goes across to deal with Reindorf. It's the rub of the green with that ball. Mafiko, a rare misplaced touch from him. Giles and Davis, that left-sided combination, doing really well there to stop the Robins in their tracks and turn the ball over for City. Here's Trey George once again. Mafiko in space. Good ball into a Tete. He's looking for Capacchio. Nice idea. Execution not quite right there for the Bluebirds. Capacchio dispossessed, needed help, wasn't arriving. That's Kai Churchley who's won it back and sprayed the ball to the right. Tom Davis once again first to it to clear his lines. Too much goalmouth action in the opening 7-8 minutes, but high energy game so far, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. A bit of a battle for supremacy and domination so far in the first 10 or so minutes. Bristol City look, if I'm honest, I feel like they're rushing a little bit, whereas City, when they get the ball, they're happy to play on the counter, and they're moving the ball forward really fast as well. So, yeah, like you said, lacking chances so far in the opening 10, but certainly not energy.
Cook goes back to his goalkeeper Armstrong, sends it long towards the right. Bristol City smartly let it bounce out for a throw-in. One from Capacchio, but it comes long to challenge Freddie Cook. Picks that out of the sky excellently. Sends it up to a Tete.
Just trying to get used to Keon's haircut, if I'm honest.
A new look for the number 9.
Long time out as well. It is really good to see him back out there. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time to get rid of that ring rust. It's been the best part of, what, 4 months? And being a centre forward, you've got to be lively, you've got to be on that last man, you've got to make chances and take them when they come. But yeah, most impressive thing is the fact that he's back, he's getting minutes now, and hopefully it won't be long before he's back in that first team getting minutes too.
Yeah, great to have the under-21s performing at such a high level with high-quality players. Helps ease that transition back into first-team championship action.
It does, and with the the game being where it is now, with 9 subs on the bench, it only takes 1 or 2 injuries for players to get an opportunity, and then hopefully when they come on, they take the chance they've been given. So
that's a nice drag back and cross, but it's dealt with by City, a combination of Cook and Trey George. Bristol City growing into this, getting more of a foothold of possession. This is Mia Holes in the centre of the park, might have a go, claiming a corner, and that's what they get.
yeah, the ref's a bit closer than me, so I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not sure I saw the deflection from up here.
Would have been Cody Twos. Just got the final touch, and that gives a set-piece opportunity to the visitors. 11 minutes on the clock. Swung in high towards the back post. Well won initially from Davis, the ball's bouncing. Bristol City are able to get it back under control. There's George again, getting a foot on the ball. He can't clear it properly. Bristol City come again with Joseph James. Now Kai Churchley. That's a nice ball around the corner. Giles goes across to meet it, and the cross doesn't reach its intended target. Will spin out for a goal kick.
Yeah, from those sort of opportunities, the corners, we're going to need our our centre backs and the likes of Keon and Michael Reindorf to be in there, being the physical presence, because from up here where we are in Leckwith, you can see quite a height advantage for Bristol City throughout the majority of the team. So it is going to be a challenge for those youngsters playing centre back and those that are physically imposing. But that's what these opportunities are about in these games. You play a variety of different teams, and you need to find ways to win.
Yeah, all a learning experience for the young lads. I think the likes of Davis at centre-half getting nice and tight to his man from the very off here. Try and counter that physical advantage that the Bristol City front two may have. His Cook plays into Atete. He's robbed by Araoye. He does well there, Keon. Doesn't give up on it and actually wins the free kick.
I like that from Keon. He didn't like the idea of being robbed. He fought back. I mean, one of his strongest ever games, in my opinion, for Cardiff City was the Rotherham game where we fought off that relegation, and Keon's defensive work that day was unbelievable. We know he can do it. It does take a lot. You've got to be physically ready to do it, and he was there when someone did beat him.
Not sure he'd be too pleased with that pass from Freddie Cook, but they've recovered it well, City, to win a throw.
And again, when you are a first-team player and you're playing in these games, you've got to make it known that you're willing to put the effort in. You're willing to muck in and get ready to be back and ready for the first team. And so far from Keon, that's what we're seeing.
Naikua, what a crossfield pass that is if Reindorf can pick it out. Sadly, not quite.
You said it, beautiful attempt. It's just slightly ahead of Reindorf, but he's reading these things, he's reading the passes, he's getting ahead of his men at the back, and if we keep trying to get the ball to him on the left, he's shown how lively he is.
Back it goes to Jose Casagrande. The Bristol City goal, he punts long. Davis will challenge again. Cook's there to tidy up. Mafiko, nice pass to Naikua.
Lovely.
Beats his man with a good drop of the shoulder. That's a good recovery though.
Very good tackle.
Kai Churchley, the man involved, he's want to throw in for his side.
Yeah, I really like what Naikua did there to get away from his man. It's a good recovery challenge though.
Capaccio gets up high to win the header. That's a poor throw from Bristol City straight to Naikua, thankfully. Now Atete. He looks wide to Reindorf. Again, Michael chasing that ball, possibly a bit too much on it. Out for a throw it goes. Right idea, once again, to look out to the left. Louis Giles was bobbing forward as well.
It only takes one of them to come off. Like we said, they're getting the ball out wide to him. Sadly, a couple of the passes have been slightly overhit, but if we keep up that idea, he's a man out there that's proven how dangerous he can be in recent weeks, and he will create opportunities for this side. And it isn't just us getting the passes wrong.
The Bluebirds look to make full advantage of this, but it goes backwards with Capaccio towards halfway. Now Cook. Armstrong looks long. Tete's offside, so can't compete for this. He will compete for that one though. Wayward header from his man. Ramp to the ball, just beats him though. And the Robins gain possession back again. Tete goes to press the goalkeeper, will look long. Clipped in towards Skinner. Now is Ollie Thomas, Giles for company. Dangerous ball in, oh, and he should do better.
Should have scored.
It's just over the head of Tom Davis and the man at the back post. Is it Tane Anderson, number 3?
Yeah, it's the left back. He's got in behind brilliantly, and well, quite frankly, it's a poor touch. It's a good opportunity. It's the first time City have been caught out. I will say it's a lovely ball. Left-footed, cross goal, defence beaten, and yeah, he's got to put that in the back of the net. Thankfully, for Cardiff City, he hasn't.
Yeah, one of those situations where you don't want a left back there, you want your centre forward there. It was the centre forward who delivered the cross, as you say, Sam, a really enticing ball in. Reindorf needs an option. Goes cross-field to Capaccio. His touch to Mafiko is loose. It will result in another Bristol City throw. Here's Anderson, had the best chance of the game so far after 17 minutes. Still goalless here at Leckwith. He's jumped on by Phillips, and in behind it goes. Davis tries to recover. Muted appeals for a penalty from Bristol City. The referee says get on with it. We'll have another look.
Don't think there was even really a challenge in there. It just a coming together after the ball had gone, and thankfully again City have got away with one.
Yeah, Davis gets there first. Goalkeeper and striker collide. Meanwhile, Bristol City still in possession here. Inside the box now. Davis touched tight to his man. Good footwork there from Ollie Thomas. Important touch from Mafiko, and now Cody Twos looking for a way out.
Yeah, trying a bit too much there in dangerous situations. City are taking some pressure on now. I'd like to see them just clear their lines in those situations rather than take risks.
Bristol City with a back 3 on the ball. The 2 fullbacks pushing up very high.
Yeah, and that's where they got their chance. Anderson, like you say, playing left wing back rather than left back, and he had a good chance, but City are on the counter here.
Yeah, it does allow space for the likes of Reindorf. Here he is on the edge of the box, might pull the trigger. Michael Reindorf past a few, goes for goal, great block from Joseph James. Now it's Bristol's turn to try and counter, but Tom Davis should deal with this.
Yeah, just one man too many there, Reindorf. He only had one. That's
Armstrong.
a wayward pass.
A loose kick out.
Good
That's
save.
a good recovery save. Danger still not clear though. Cook gets a foot on it. The game opening up in the last couple of minutes. Fico dispossessed. It's Phillips out wide to Churchley. Nice dummy. And a ball to the back post, and Armstrong gets an important touch on it.
Good arm, actually, because there was a man coming in. I think it was Anderson again, actually. And like you say, Armstrong got a good arm on it and got it clear.
Now, all action here at Leckwith in the last couple of minutes. Bristol City pushing for the opener. The Bluebirds at the moment holding firm, though. Good work from Twos. Concedes a throw.
Decent crowd here for those that have joined us. Thank you for those watching in, though, because you're probably the smarter ones. It's very cold.
Joseph James, Rindorf for company. Well, that's a slip from Capaccio. Thankfully, doesn't matter too much. Wayward header into the arms of Luke Armstrong. City first to that loose ball is a Tete. Needs an option, picks out Rindorf. It's not a great challenge off the ball. Just as Keon played that pass, the referee not interested. The visitors get possession back. Keon just caught on the top of the foot there by the looks of it. Cook with the header. That's loose from Billy Phillips, out for a throw. Tete takes it well on his chest. It's another throw in, a bit further up the pitch for the Bluebirds. Trey George comes short to receive the ball. Has to go backwards to Cook. Now wants it back in the middle of the park. Turns. Giles. Oh, that's a great run from Twos.
Oh, nice ball from Giles as well. It's inches away from him getting that big leg on it and being able to bring it down and being a good opportunity to push City forward.
Yeah, good thinking there as well. Trey George had dropped back in towards central midfield, allowed the space for Cody Twos to make that run.
And obviously we've seen from Giles for appearances for the 21s, for appearances for the first team, he doesn't mind getting forward. On this occasion it was a lovely attempted through ball.
Naikura just tussling with Phillips, but the Bristol City man gets his pass off. Tom Davis first to the ball yet again. A couple of runners in behind, there's definitely one of them was offside there. And Naikura judges that bouncing ball well. Advantage played. Bristol City still in possession. Churchley. James. Back it goes to Archie Taylor. This is a nice move. Churchley, can he drill the ball across low? Goes for the front post. Armstrong's equal to it.
Yeah, good reactions from him again. He's been solid so far in that City goal.
A couple of interested onlookers over to our right. Kevin Chesterfield, Academy manager. Tom Hutton, under-18s manager. And I believe Chris Gunter, who is coaching Wales under-19s at the minute. A lot of interest in the young Bluebirds on the international stage. Plenty of them represented the Dragons in the last international break. I'm sure we'll see a few call-ups for this time round as well. Casagrande swings it long. Phillips does well in a tight space. And Archie Taylor sends it high into the Leckwith sky for Tom Davis to battle. Ollie Thomas. Bristol City come away with it. They've got numbers here as well. Capaccio gets back round to cover. done Ronan Capecchio, but City might put the ball out here. There's a man down.
I think it's the lad who's had the best chance so far, Anderson.
Yeah, Tane Anderson in some discomfort. Should really have put his side ahead. Here we look at that penalty appeal before Michael Reindorf went up the other end and had City's first real chance, cutting inside from the left. It's a good block in the end from Joseph James. Yeah, not looking good this for Tane Anderson.
No, you never like a prolonged period where a player remains down. And
looks like number 12, Charlie Filer, is getting ready to come on. Also on the bench for the visitors, out of interest, Joe Duncan, reserve goalkeeper, Jack Hooper, Louis Derrick and Romani Rowe. So it is the end of the afternoon for Tane Anderson. He's replaced, or he will be replaced, by Charlie Filer. Bristol City momentarily down to 10. Seen this a lot recently, haven't we, this season? Players going off injured and changes not made instantly. Can City take advantage? Here's Cook. Back to Davis.
I think City are doing the right thing though, not rushing. They've been on the back foot recently in this game. Need to make sure they get their control back, and hopefully that can carry on when Bristol City have 11 men. Although Reindorf's doing well down the left here.
Yeah, skips past Archie Taylor well. Reindorf puts the ball towards the box. Capacchio out to meet the second ball, but it's won well by the Robins. Freddie Cook's having his shirt pulled, but somehow concedes a free kick.
I'd like to see Reindorf's decision making a bit smarter in some situations. He loves to get a shot away, and I'm again, being a purist football fan, I'm not against that, but sometimes you can see the runs others are making, and that little, if people are used to you shooting, if you try that little through ball and get someone else in, it can really open up a defence.
Yeah, Bolly's arriving. Michael Reindorf was always cutting in from that flank. It's well won there by Ollie Thomas. It's been a handful so far for Bristol City. Here's Campbell Slowey, looks into the box. Filer gets there first, but it is into the arms of the goalkeeper. And that has just constituted a bit of a change for Bristol City, because number 12 off the bench, Charlie Filer, looks like he's gone to play up front, which means Josh Campbell Slowey's dropping in at left back. Skinner, the man who'll come over to play in that wing-back role. Number 10 on the ball now for this throw-in to the Robins. Nice give and go there, and here is that man. Skinner puts a low ball across. Davis once again.
Really important defensive touch, and managed to get it out of the danger area completely, so he did really well, Tom Davis there.
Yeah, not for the first time. Tom Davis focused and first to those balls across the box. Good footwork from Arioe. Should be I was going to say should be a Cardiff City throw. Came off Keon last apparently, so out it goes for the visitors. Had the better of this first half so far, Bristol City. And the Bluebirds have defended well.
Yeah, just the one real chance they've created, but you are right, they have had the better of the half.
Reindorf closing down Archie Taylor. That's good, forces him into a wayward ball out for a City throw, which he takes quickly, looking for a Tete. It's being hauled by the Bristol City man. You can see from our position there's an arm on the shoulder and a shirt being tugged, but the free kick goes the way of the visitors.
Yeah, it looked a bit 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and Bristol City man's quite lucky it's gone their way.
No foul given there though, allows the Bluebirds to have possession back with Capaccio. Now to his goalkeeper Armstrong. It was a combination of twos and Mafiko that won it back in the centre of the park. Armstrong looks to pick out Reindorf. That's a good defensive header from Taylor, out no nonsense for a throw-in. Davis. Up long again towards Tete and Reindorf, but Bristol City have it back in their own half. Skinner up against Nyakua. It's a nice ball into the box all the way across to Joseph James.
There's a lot of red shirts in there.
Churchley wriggling away from two, and then it's a loose ball, and again another loose ball from Nyakua.
Yeah, the teams have swapped a little bit. I was really pleased at the start, in the first 10 minutes, how well City kept hold of the ball, and I thought Bristol City were a bit rash when they got it back and sort of swapped roles. It's now completely the other way around.
Good dribbling from Phillips, and he wins a free kick for the initial challenge. I think it was Capaccio, the guilty party. Yeah, unfortunately, Sam, the Bluebirds, when they have won it back in their own half and able to really build anything straight away, Bristol City very good at winning it back.
Well, for a team, like I said, the first 10 minutes they kept hold of the ball so well, the ball's coming back to them and they're trying the exquisite pass straight away and getting caught out. Well, as I mentioned when Anderson went off, I'd like to see City get a bit more of a foothold in it once again.
For now, they've got to defend this free kick from Kai Churchley.
It's quite a way out. There has to be some effort if he's going to shoot.
Yeah, the wall's in place. You'd think he'd dink it towards the back post. He does go for goal, Churchley. Powerful, but over the crossbar.
I mean, how many of those attempts do you see, but how many of them actually go in?
Yeah.
It feels like a waste to me.
Perry would have scored.
I was going to say, not
Yeah.
everyone's Perry and G.
Tete, thought he was going to get there on that loose ball. Instead, the goalkeeper, Casagrande, had read it well. Allows Bristol City to spring forward once again, but Cook was very aware of the danger. He'll try and shield this out for a goal kick and does it excellently. Nyakua, ball over the top looking for Giles. Has it got too much on it? No, Louis Giles keeps it in. Good ball in, looking for a Tete at the back post. That one did have too much on it, but Keon's still chasing it down.
Yeah, the ball this time down that left side was perfect. Giles, we know he's got better quality than that when he's putting the ball in the box. Touch wood next time, it works out a little bit better for City.
Yeah, once again, the right idea to hit the space at the back post.
And again, I've been really pleased with 3 or 4 moments like that where the idea is absolutely spot on. It's just that application a little bit. His team have scored a lot of good goals this season, some real quality. Well, I don't think we've been that far away from doing so again today, even though we haven't seen as much of the play as we'd have liked. Game is still 0-0 though.
Good touch from Churchley. Very high ball though. It goes slightly behind its intended target of Joseph James, and that allows Giles to pick the ball up, cross it. Nyakua preparing to head it, but it's over him. Mafiko does well to bring it down. Here's a Tete, edge of the box. He's got 2 men for company. Forced out wide towards the corner flag. Oh, he spun his man well there, Keon. Still in. Bristol City defenders stopped there thinking it was a goal kick, but nothing was given.
A lot of confidence there from Keon in his first outing back. It's just a shame we couldn't get a shot away from it.
Twos. Capaccio. Davis popping up at right back. Cuts in onto the left foot. Looking for an option. Has to go backwards to Capaccio. Cook across to makeshift centre-half Mafiko for the moment. I'm sure they'll swap very soon. Mafiko, a nice ball to Capaccio.
Nice.
And George around the corner, space for Trey George to run into, but instead he chops back. Gives it back to Ronan. Reindorf once again in space, looking for the ball. Not for the first time. Right idea, wrong execution. Atete shoots straight away. Got the accuracy right, but the goalkeeper was equal to it.
Yep, don't hate the snapshot. Can easily catch goalkeepers out that way. It's on target. It's an easy save for the keeper this time round, but like you said, making a few more sensible decisions last couple of minutes compared to what we were seeing before that. I was really pleased with the way City kept hold of the ball then. No rushing this time, just make the right decision, keep hold of it, and then move forward when the opportunity comes.
Big header from Davis. Bristol City have it back in their own half. Foul given against Freddie Cook. A bit too aggressive up against Ollie Thomas there with that challenge. Seemed like he got a fair chunk of the ball. Must have taken the man out as well. Churchley clips it this time, but it's not found its intended target.
I'll take it back, you should go back to shooting.
Armstrong kicks long. Holds up a little bit, but Reindorf could win that header. Falls to Nyakua. Does well there, Tanatswa Nyakua up against Archie Taylor. Mafiko, space to advance into, now needs an option. Tete provides that. Passes it off to Capaccio, now Mafiko. Twos to Giles. Reindorf comes short, but it goes out wide to Nyakua. Good footwork from Nyakua into the box, past his man. Needs an option now, should win a corner and does.
Did well.
He's asking for a bit more, I think, there, Tanatswa.
It would have been soft for me, but player did well, got round his man, got City a corner, and hopefully we've got an opportunity to put the ball in the box and cause some trouble.
Louis Charles asking the question as well. Let's have another look. I think it's good defending. Corner's taken quickly though to Twos, has a shot deflected.
Save.
Well held by the goalkeeper because that was moving.
Yeah, he's hit that really well, and they take a deflection like it did, it really can trouble a goalkeeper. For Bristol City, it's lucky that their man between the sticks was alert to it.
Great tackle from Toos to win the ball back for the Bluebirds. Here's Nyakua. Toos continues his run. Nyakua, edge of the box, has a go. Over the bar, bodies there. A round of applause for Matthew Bloxham. He's impressed with what he's seen from his side in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, much better from City, getting the ball forward now, getting shots away, causing trouble, and making the right decisions as they were earlier, but the application's a little bit closer. So yeah, better stuff from Cardiff City.
Into the final 5 minutes of this first half, still goalless here at Leckwith. Good pressure from Reindorf. Forces the Bristol City skipper back to his goalkeeper. Long it goes once again. Giles up for that header. And a great ball out from Churchley, this time to Skinner. Capaccio 1v1. Good ball in. Tom Davis with a header there again. Comes out to Churchley. Oh, that's worse than his free kick.
Somehow.
Slowing across halfway. Took a ball down the line looking for Thomas. Inside to Meerholes. Two set of chances. That was Cody Toos with the first one. And he did well on the release, and he's done well here to release Giles via Mafiko. Giles towards the back post. Keon Otete's there. Free header.
Oh, yeah.
Great header.
Great goal. Great goal. Giles and Keon combining superbly. It's a lovely deep cross, and Keon buries that header. Shows his experience. Lovely, lovely stuff.
We've had one bite at it already. Giles crossing deep towards the back post, and Otete was marked that time. And he gets the ball from Dat Mafiko, I believe, released Louis Giles. We'll see it on the replay, but credit to Keon. He's watched that all the way and planted it into the top corner. Excellent header from the centre forward. Apologies, it's George. And then a lovely weighted ball to find Giles over to the left. And that's when Ayakua does a good job of distracting the man going front post. That keeps the defender on his toes. And then Keon's able to ghost him behind and pop that one into the back of the net and give the Bluebirds the lead. Davis wins the header. Here's Phillips looking over the top. He's got to be careful again here, Tom Davis, but Luke Armstrong, good goalkeeping to come and claim. Skinner with the throw, goes backwards. That's a dangerous ball, but again Armstrong's equal to it. Cook and Ollie Thomas just got under that a little bit, but it was worked out in City's favour as we enter the final 30 seconds of the half. Capacchio will challenge. Tete will keep this in, but his touch is heavy. Out for a goal kick.
Yeah, I think he'll be pleased with his first half showing so far, Keon. Like I said, it's a tough ask to come back to football after such a long time out, but you know, in terms of 45 minutes, he's battled hard, and when his first and only opportunity came his way, he buried it. It was a really good header, so yeah, really good to see.
Here he is again, Tete being wrestled to the floor, but poorly executed by Billy Phillips in the fact that he didn't get Keon on the floor, and he's conceded the free kick as well. Has talked himself into a yellow though, Keon. I was just about to say, wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him second half. It's his first game back.
No, I was thinking exactly the same, Con, that it might be a 45-minute outing, but we'll see.
If it is to be 45 for Keon, then it's not a bad return with a goal. The opener in this game. A couple of physical battles, that kind of thing that you just can't replicate in training. You have to do in matches. He's done it well today. As we enter the 45th minute, I wonder how long we will have in terms of stoppages. Meanwhile, here's Giles. Goes backwards to Mafika. George. Twos. Looking for an option. Reindorf floating. It goes back to Trey George. In turn to Davis. Mafika might clip this down the line. Looking for Giles again. Flag stays down for now. Giles. Again, looking for that cross.
I think something I'm really pleased also about, Con, is, as I said earlier, Louis Giles has got that in him to get down this left side and support the attack. And I don't think we saw enough of it in that first 30 minutes. We are seeing more of it now, and it's coinciding with City looking more dangerous.
Now also, I think Dak Mafiko is just stepping in almost to mimic that back three that Bristol City are playing, and that's allowing Louis to get really high at left back.
As you say, the tactical is a bit of a tactical switch from City, and it's what I think has given them their first goal of the game. I think it was needed. I think Bristol City were in charge of the game for the first 30 minutes.
Cook back to Armstrong. Looking for Reindorf. That might go out for a throw, and it does. I suppose we did have a bit of a stoppage for that injury and substitution to Tane Anderson. And the goal, of course. Maybe another minute or two here. Nope.
That's it.
That is the break. The Bluebirds have the lead. Keon Tete with the header just before the interval on his first game back since picking up that injury that's ruled him out for a few months. Bristol City had the better of the opening 25 minutes or so. Should have scored themselves through Tane Anderson. A couple of shots, some good defending from the Bluebirds in return. And then City were able to break the deadlock. A great ball from Giles, headed in by Tete. We'll be back for second half coverage very shortly on Cardiff City TV. At the break, the Bluebirds are a goal to the good. Welcome back to Cardiff International Sports Campus. Second half coverage of the Bluebirds against the Robins in this seven-side derby. City are a goal to the good. Keon Atete netting just towards the end of that first half. As we thought, he is done for the afternoon. A good 45 minutes showing, his first since returning from injury. And he will be replaced by number 12, Manny Barton.
There we go, back on now. As you say, Con, good first 45 for Keon. I'm really pleased that he got through that. And now we'd imagine a little slight tactical switch, I'd imagine. But yeah, really good for Keon. Good goal. Great to see him back at it.
Yeah, we'll wait and see how this change affects City shape. Whether Michael Reindorf will go back to the centre forward role that Keon was playing and Manny Barton will come in on the left. That looks to be the case. Reindorf competing straight away for that header. Fico and Capaccio win headers as well. Twos watches the bounce of the ball, plays it off to his central midfield mate. That Mafika sprays an early ball looking for Barton around the corner. It drops to Nyakua though. Skips past his man. He's got George for company on the outside. Trey George here. Pulls it back. Barton collects, shouts for handball ignored. Here's Giles. That's not the intended target for him. Bristol City able to clear away, but only as far as Twos. Cody Twos into the box, dribbling, dispossessed. Let's have a look at this again. That ball just causing a bit of danger. And that's when Nyakua picked it up. Trey George making that overlapping run. Seen him given?
Yep, certainly have. But again, a bright start from City. I'd imagine Blocks has asked his team to continue with on the front foot despite Keon going off. You know, it is a bit of a change. It is a replacement, but the reality is that we've been in form without first team players in at this level. So now let's keep on and try and get this victory.
Yeah, that City team for you then. From back to front, number 1 in goal, Luke Armstrong. Number 2, Ronan Capaccio. Number 3 at left back is Louis Giles. Number 4, Cody Twos. Number 5, Tom Davis. Number 6 is Freddie Cook. Giles again looking for another handball, not given. Number 7, Tanatsua Nyakua. In central midfield is 8, Dak Mafiko. 10 is Trey George. Michael Reindorf wearing 11, and off the bench, Manny Barton wearing number 12. Lovely spin from Tanatsua Nyakua, and again away from his man and into the box now. Good sliding challenge in the end though. I think it's Joseph James, just stops Nyakua in his tracks out for a throw. Capaccio drifts inside looking for Nyakua. Bristol City come away with it though. That's sloppy. City have started the second half right on the front foot,
they
pressing.
Really have, and they've put Bristol City under pressure, and so far it's working. They're forcing mistakes and, well, going straight back for it. So long may this continue. Let's see if we can get that second goal and really make it an enjoyable second half.
I presume that is the plan for Matt Bloxham, and the boys get the second. Bit of daylight between the two teams then at the start of this second half. The Bluebirds ended that front first half on the front foot, easy for me to say. You'll want to continue that into the start of the second. So far it's looking good. Quick run through of the remaining City subs. Joe Thomas, backup goalkeeper, wearing 13. Bailyn Johnson, 14. Centre half Dylan Lawler, 15, and Morgan Wigley, 16. Expect to see one or two of them as this game progresses. Tom Davis getting up close and personal once again with Ollie Thomas. He's done a marvellous job so far. Cook, Capaccio. That's a good ball round the corner, looking for Kai Churchley. Lively in the first half for Bristol City. Clips the ball towards the back post. It was Thomas who got his head on it. Would have been better leaving it for his teammate. Fullback Joseph James had crept round the back post. It was in space, but it was taken away from him by his own man.
Yeah, competing for opportunities there, really, and you can understand it because they have been up against it at the end of that first half and into this second, so.
Fico clip ball, Reindorf chases, but it's back with the goalkeeper, Casagrande. Archie Taylor in possession. Casagrande spins away, see that coming a mile off. Reindorf goes to press. Davis, bit of space for him. On his left foot, plays out looking for Barton, but it's under hit. And Giles have to defend together. Here's Churchley for Bristol City. Mafiko gets in his way, and that's an important touch from Trey George.
I like that from George. He could have easily got clattered there, but he wasn't scared of putting his body on the line for the club.
Yeah, works hard off the ball, doesn't he, Trey George? Dangerous going forward, we know that. Growing into that role now. Mafiko can't get it to Barton, his intended target. But the duo go hunting. Force Bristol City into a loose pass that comes back for a Robbins throw-in. Davis finds Giles under pressure. George, nice turn around the corner. Mafiko, excellent ball out.
Good football.
Sorry, that was twos round the corner. This is George. He's looking in behind to Nyakua. Still not clear from Bristol City. No foul given. Mafiko into the box. Can he add a second? Great block. Reindorf blocked again, out for a corner.
Chances there for City. They had a lot of men compared to the defenders. They needed to punish them there. So hopefully it's not a chance that City come back to rue wasting.
Yeah, it's great movement. First from Cody Twos, then Trey George. Those two interplay and changing positions really fluidly in this game. Dan Mafiko driving into the box, and when it falls to Reindorf, you never know where it might end up. Usually they end up in the top corner. That one's blocked really well by the defender. Out for a corner kick, which Tom Davis will deliver. Davis has got runners from deep. One of them is Nyakua, drops almost into his chest. Capaccio plays it calmly towards Reindorf. Keeps it in. Up against Campbell Slowey. Cuts back to deliver the cross. That's a neat touch from Ollie Thomas. Ball forward, looking for Skinner, but Armstrong gathers on the edge of his area. Needs an option now.
Always comfortable for the goalkeeper there, and he did well to stand up to the challenge of the player coming in. Again, no rush, just taking his time, assess the situation. I mean, he's had 15 seconds with the ball in his hand here. Surprised the ref hasn't forced it forward, but there we go.
Long it goes towards Barton, bit of a mismatch aerially there. The same here, but Tom Davis, once again, is first to it. Churchley up against Mafiko, might shoot first time. Drills it across the face of goal instead. Capaccio's able to tidy up and win a goal kick.
Yeah, I'd say he's been their most dangerous player so far, Churchley. Always in the thick of it, really trying to make things happen, and I don't dislike the idea of trying to get an early cross or shot away.
Yeah, he had one or two opportunities first half, didn't he? A free kick that went over, a shot that went really high and wide, but he has been lively, the number 11.
That's a booking, surely.
Kua got the better of his man there, Archie Taylor.
It's a brilliant run. He forces the defender to make a challenge, otherwise City have got men over. It's a cynical yellow card, but that's all it is. And you know, when you are an experienced pro or you want to be one, you have to know when to take a booking, and Archie Taylor did there for his team.
Yeah, smart from the Bristol City centre half. It's a great spin initially.
He gets away superbly, doesn't he?
Yeah, into the space, Nyakua. Taylor will have to be careful now on that yellow. Fico needed an option. Pass just over hit to Barton. Giles competes for that header, it goes long. Cook's got time to deal with it. Doesn't get his header right, should save a corner here and does so. He had a bit more time, Freddie Cook, under that high ball than he realised, I think. Tried to head it back to his goalkeeper, didn't really come off.
I mean, it's normally the other way, that the ref's forcing Bristol City forward.
Yeah, tried to steal, I'll say steal a few yards, go back a few yards.
Take back a few yards, yeah.
To get, I presume, a better angle on the throw-in. But that one went out right in the corner. It's still not quite right in the correct position, but Joseph James will assess his options before delivering this. Gets it back.
That's our ball. Well, it should have been.
Giles, unlucky there. Battled hard to win it. Good thinking from Manny Barton to close off that short throw-in. Keeps Joseph James waiting over this one. Not many options for him. And Tom Davis, been excellent so far. Foot to the ball first. Davis beaten that time, and it's an equaliser. Well, we talked about that aerial advantage Bristol City have. It's the first header that's won. A little bit of uncertainty about where the ball's going to drop. In the end, it does drop for a man in red.
Yeah, considering the end of the first half and the start of the second half, City will feel a bit hard done by, but you can't fault it. It's a flick on by Ollie Thomas, and
Is it Filer, the substitute, came on.
Yeah, City punished.
For Tane Anderson, he's got the decisive touch through Luke Armstrong. A little shove from Ollie Thomas on Tom Davis. He always had the advantage from those aerial duels. Tom's done well so far, but it's the first time that the Bluebirds' back line has been breached. And here come Bristol City again. Churchley looking to pick a pass. It was Phillips who got a toe on it, but it came all the way through to the goalkeeper. Giles, a lot of work to do there, under pressure, but does a decent job. City have the throw in. Force back a couple of yards. Louis Giles taking the throw in from the correct position. I wonder if it'll go long down the line towards Reindorf. Taylor gets there first. Now it's fallen for Phillips. Running into traffic though. Cook dispossesses him. Once again, saves the corner for a throw in. Wonder where they'll take this one from.
Yeah, well, it worked for him in the last time out, so the lack of composure from City since conceding. We need those experienced heads out there that have been playing at this level for a while to get hold of this game again.
Someone down in the box here. Game should be halted in this dangerous area, but instead allowed to play on. I think it's Tom Davis. Doesn't look in a good way here. Someone needs to have a word with the referee. And again, goes out for a goal kick this time. Churchley fires over.
Yeah, you said it, Con. I'm not sure anyone was aware of Tom suffering there. He seems quite frustrated with the situation as well. Not just in pain, but a bit annoyed that nothing was gone.
Yeah, suggesting there's a little kick out.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at that on the replay, hopefully. Clearly been caught by something, Tom Davis.
There's 2 players down now.
There's that cross from Churchley. Tell if he's going for the top corner or the back post, looking for a teammate. In either way, he's hurt himself. He's receiving treatment now. Just have another look at this one. Yeah, Tom Davis on the deck. Ball comes back across. Referee not interested. It's a good block actually from Freddie Cook.
Very much is. Yeah, he's hit that well.
No wiser as to the nature of Tom Davis's injury there, though.
Substitution coming up for City. Looks like Dylan Lawless coming on to replace possibly Tom Davis here.
Yeah, there is a kick out. It's very clear on the pictures we're looking at. Bristol City man grappling with Tom, and then stud to the thigh, it looks like, for City's number 5. But Dylan Lawler coming on to replace him.
Well, to put it simply, Con, we could all do without a stud to the thigh, so...
No, especially on a nice cold day like this. It's a shame for Tom, because I thought he's been brilliant in this game, playing out of position, but it doesn't look like it, does he? Fronts up to his man.
Yeah, did very, very well again, and hopefully Dylan can come in and settle in very quickly, because City are on the back foot here.
Cook receives a short goal kick. Goes back to Lawler for his first touch. Armstrong. One back by City. There's 2s. Nice neat ball through to Nyakua. Needs an option now. Trey George is making a great run through the middle. Oh, Rydolph just took all the pace out of the pass.
Did.
It's a great, brilliant spot to try and pick out George. Here's Rydolph though, into the box. Trey George, 2-1.
Great goal. Great goal. It's a City capitalising on a poor defensive mistake. Rydolph does brilliantly to get around his man. He puts it back in, and George hits it first time, 2-1. It's a really nice goal, actually. It's just as well worked as the first.
Yeah, it looked like the chance had gone initially. That ball through towards Trey George was intercepted by Michael Rydolph, if anything, took the pace out of it. But Bristol City get themselves in a muddle. Goalkeeper and defender make a real mess of that. And Rydolph with an important touch there, then checks back. And it's a lovely angle for the right foot of Trey George to find the far corner, put the Bluebirds back in the lead.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with George, actually, throughout the entirety of the game. I don't think he's had the chances further up the field, but he's played really well in getting City moving forward. And he's taken that chance, well, superbly, absolutely superbly.
Pressing from the front once again, Michael Rydolph. Giles with a header. Barton now challenging his man. And he's done well there, Manny Barton. forcing the heavy touch from Archie Taylor on a booking. Out for a throw. Brings the Bluebirds up the pitch slightly. Long ball sprayed towards Ollie Thomas, but Freddie Cook is there. Reads it well and nudges it back to his goalkeeper. Oh, a lovely pass in towards George. He's got Barton over to his left, free if he can find him. Good pick out from Trey George, and now Reindorf back to Barton. Lovely football this from City. Good Pacquiao. Twos drifts past one man. Still going towards the box, looking to find Pacquiao. Can he keep it in, Ronan? Clips it back to George.
Oh, he's going to be offside.
Don't. Third.
Yeah. It's a good block, and considering City were really unfortunate to concede that leveller, they've done really well to respond, and yeah, could easily be 3-1 up to just a couple, 5-10 minutes after conceding the equaliser. So yeah, good stuff.
We had an inkling it would be an exciting game. Two sides that like to get forward. The ball finds its way to Giles, crosses halfway. Reindorf's offside. Good hold up play, but the flag's up. Neither he nor Tanatswa Nyakua can believe that one. Nice idea from Jose Casagrande in the Bristol goal. Floats all the way through to Armstrong. Lawler under pressure, sends it down the line looking for Reindorf. He does well there and wins a throw-in. Nyakua dispossessed, that's good from the Bristol City man. Now Joseph James, loose ball forward which Cook deals with, but it's loose from him too. Bristol go backwards to Taylor. Heavy touch, can City capitalise? Trey George, can he bring this under his control? He can. He's got bodies to his left. George might go it alone here. There's a slip from a defender. In towards Twos, Cody Twos.
Good save. We're getting a lot of men in front of their goal now, and we've got to punish them when the chances come our way.
Yeah, City breaking with numbers. Picking up on those loose passes really well. It was George again. Looked like he was going to go it alone. There's a slip here from the Bristol defender that helped him, but it opened up the space for Cody Twos. Tried to place it, might have been better off with the power. City, meanwhile, have a corner, taken quickly to Mafiko. Here's George again. Reindorf peels out wide, drops the shoulder. Good defending though from centre forward Ollie Thomas in a red shirt. Lawler steps in and wins that well. Manny Barton now. Nyakua, not a lot of space for him to work in, so he goes backwards to Twos. Very composed today, Cody Twos. Seen the ball on a few occasions, always seems to do something positive with it, gets City on the front foot.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh, lovely idea from Nyakua, but not the right execution. Probably had more time than he thought. It's allowed Billy Phillips to wriggle away in the centre of the park. George has a swipe at his shirt. Still going here, Phillips, and that's a very good challenge from Trey George. Reindorf, end-to-end stuff now. Here's Michael Reindorf, flag stays down. Barton is the target. Ooh. Barton was the target. Certainly wasn't where the ball ended up. It nearly caught Jose Casagrande off his line. George, little back heel to Twos. It's Capaccio bursting forward. Reindorf. Capaccio continues his run, but Michael Reindorf cuts inside instead. Has a go on goal. Well watched by the keeper.
No, I like it. Again, he loves shooting, doesn't he? Let's be honest. I just don't want City last 5 minutes really going for that third. We have had chances. I hope, like I said, I hope we aren't punished for not being as clinical as we can be.
Yeah, you've got to take them, haven't you? Reindorf, Twos and George all combining efforts on goal. Will be Kai Churchley to swing this one in. Keep an eye on the bodies at the back post. And of course on Ollie Thomas centrally. That's a poor delivery from Churchley, won't be happy with that one. Gets a second stab at it though, and that's a decent ball. Out to Bristol City's number 17, who's not on our team sheet. That's a heavy touch. Araoye able to tidy up. Here comes Barton though. Twos into the box. He's got bodies at the back post. Do well to win a corner here. Twos all better. Barton, oh, great save. Incredible save from the Bristol City keeper. Reactions more than anything, but City aren't done yet. Here's Manny Barton wriggling away from his man and is fouled. That'll be a yellow card for, well, the man with no name at the moment, number 17.
No, he's denied Barton there, and it's a good opportunity.
Comes the free kick then. Giles and Twos over it. Giles will deliver. Dangerous ball in, and Cook gets his head on it. Over the bar though. The change, being reliably informed, is Romani Rowe, who we've got down as number 16. He's wearing 17, and he replaced Luke Skinner, who was Bristol City's number 10. Oh, well, one back from Manny Barton. Nyakua's in here. This could seal it. Tanatswa Nyakua. Round the keeper and in.
That'll do it.
Through the keeper, I should say, rather than round. Had the space, but went direct. Tried his best, Casagrande, to get something on it.
He's been keeping his team in this game for the last 10 minutes, Casagrande. He's not able to this time. I think Nyakua deserves that for his overall performance. He's been very lively, very dangerous, and he's the man that puts City 3-1 up.
A lot of credit goes to Manny Barton as well, because he's defensive work there to win that ball up high.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with him since coming on.
And Michael Reindorf too, but look at that. Won the ball and then doesn't go for it. Knows that Nyakua's got the better angle.
Yeah, it makes the run to a bit of a decoy. And as you say, Nyakua finally gets the ball pass for our third.
It's been a really good second half from the Bluebirds. They've stepped onto Bristol City a lot more. Pressing high, not letting the Robins out. And the scoreline now is Cardiff City 3, Bristol City 1. Once again, those two combined is Barton and Reindorf. Reindorf stays on side. Barton wants it back, but Reindorf holds on to possession, goes round his man. Back to Barton, he might have a crack. Space disappears for him. Nyakua looking for his second. He shoots. Oh, it's not far away.
City having fun out there now, Cop.
It's been floating football in the second half, hasn't it? The Bluebirds getting better and better as this game's gone on. And once again, it comes from great pressing from these two, Barton and Reindorf. Cook, once again, wins the ball in the air. George putting a foot in, this time Twos is there, he's surely fouled. Wins that excellently, Cody Twos.
Yeah, you said it, he's had a great game this afternoon.
And a yellow for, I think it's Churchley for complaining. It's either him or Billy Phillips, the man who had fouled Cody Twos. Just read the weight of that pass really nicely. Cody just got his body in the right position.
I think he'd be up there for me in regards to players if you were giving a man of the match out. Really solid performance.
I think it is Billy Phillips who has slammed his fist to the floor in frustration. Giles competes for that, but Phillips gets there first. Giles's recovery is good though. Stabs it out for a throw, which Romani Rowe will take long. Lawler gets a first contact on. Cook will try to prevent the corner, but can't. Corner swung in, not defended properly. That time it's better from City, and that's a good header from Kapakia. Giles slows things down, looking for an option. Barton trying to spring the offside trap. He's on. A bit too much on the ball though for him.
But this is what we want to see. We want to see City continue moving forward. We don't want to step back, or invite pressure, because a 2-goal lead can be caught up. So I want us to keep pushing forward.
Throw into the Bluebirds on halfway. Kapakio and Nyakua combine. It goes back to Cook and now Armstrong. George first two. He's got Barton again to his left in a bit of space. Manny Barton now sizes up his man, cuts inside, might shoot on goal. Barton, good save again from the goalkeeper. Joe George wanted it to go out for a corner, it won't. Giles to Barton. Oh, nice idea around the corner, looking for Nyakua. Twos steps in and reads it, Cody Twos. Oh, we won't comment on the strike, Sam, but the reading of the game to intercept there, excellent from Cody.
Yeah, and that's, again, something I've been really impressed with, especially this second half, is the way City have battled and read things further up the pitch. You know, we've made a couple of really important interceptions that have, they've cost Bristol City this game quite possibly. The second goal comes from a really good read from the two moving forward, Reindorf and George. And then that third goal, as you say, Barton wins the ball so high up the pitch. Thankfully we break and Tanatsua gets the ball under the goalkeeper and it's 3-1 City. So yeah, I think that's something City can be really pleased with.
Another change from the visitors. I believe it's Taylor at the back who's gone off. Also pretty sure that our team sheet supplied by our visitors is wrong, because number 10 still out there, so that can't be Skinner. Anyway, on they go. Bristol City looking to get back into this game. Cook, marvellous defending again, just stands his man up, concedes the corner, and stops the shot on goal. Swung in, good defensive header. Flag stays down here though. Armstrong stays in his box.
Nonchalance there from Armstrong. I'm glad it worked out, but yeah, fair play, confident keeper.
A little shove in the back from Nyakua. Barton tries to swing that one out. There'll be a change now.
Yeah.
Bailey and Johnson, the man coming on. And it will be Trey George who departs. Excellent game today.
Yeah, I completely agree, Con. Very good goal, took it superbly, and he can be very pleased with his work this afternoon.
Lawler. Under 10 minutes to go in this game now. City with a healthy 2-goal lead. Another one you feel would really put the icing on the cake. But a Bristol City goal, conversely, would open this tie wide up again. Johnson doing his defensive work straight away. That's good from Capaccio. A bit sloppy on the return pass, but he deals with it well, Ronan. Needs an option now. Freddie Cook coming across to provide it, and Cody Toos does the same to win a City throw.
Yeah, just under 10 minutes to go now. City will want to see this game out. Like I said, I'd rather see us on the front foot trying to get a fourth, just to really kind of put the icing on the cake. And from the second half display, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what we go for.
That's a good ball, well dealt with by Cook. Sorts his feet out, plays it safety first back to Armstrong, kicks long once again. Rindorf will compete. Toos will pick up the second ball. Mafiko with an important touch forward. And wins it back, Rindorf, Barton. Barton trying to find Nyaku, who's being hustled and harried, and that's late.
Yeah, he sort of slipped, really, Nyakua. Hopefully he's not suffering as bad as it looks.
Is it Filer who's caught him?
They've given the free kick Bristol City's way because he has followed through Nyakua while slipping. But yeah, hopefully, for a player who's played so well today and who was so promising, yeah, hopefully this isn't anything too much. But it's definitely the slip that's made him make the challenge.
No, it's the Bristol City man who gets the card, so you'd think it's a Cardiff ball. I don't think the slip really helps Charlie Filer's efforts going for the ball. But more worrying is Tanatsu Nyakua down on the deck in a bit of discomfort. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Let's have a look at this save again from Armstrong, just unmoved by the advancing man.
I thoroughly enjoyed the confidence.
thankfully. Tanats was back up on his feet. The Bluebirds will have a free kick right on the halfway line, which twos will take. Giles receives possession on the touchline, plays the ball down the line to Reindorf, who might spin away from his man. Unfortunately, the flag's up. Taken quickly. There's Rowe. That's a poor touch. Bluebirds will be grateful for the throw-in. Nyakua, nice turn. Hasn't got a lot of pitch to play with. Drag back's a bit loose towards Giles. 2 steps in to force Bristol City back. I think, as we said earlier, Sam, we'd love a 4th goal just to really round it off, but this might just be a case of learning how to see out a win and take the points home.
I mean, again, realistically, a 3-1 win is a fantastic result. I've been really... Oh, good keeping.
Really important touch there by Armstrong, because that would have made it 3-2.
It really would have, and again, that makes it a difficult and a nervy final 5, but no, very good save that from Armstrong.
Bristol City not done yet, though. Forward they come. But twos, once again, is there to pick the pocket and put the Bluebirds on the front foot. Here's Nyakua. Barton steaming forward to help him out. Nyakua fronted up his man, but the defender got the better of him.
But as long as he's doing that bit afterwards. If you lose the ball, fair enough in that situation, it's disappointing, you want to go forward, but it's that work to put him under pressure.
Reindorf is onside here. How's it go?
Yeah. Reindorf thinks he's offside, but the ball's come back to him from a Bristol City man. So Reindorf scored, City are forward up. The linesman's absolutely spot on, not raising his flag. The ball's come back to him from a Bristol City man. It's 4-1.
That's one of the strangest goals I've ever seen. Michael Reindorf thought, I'm offside, I may as well hit it anyway. Defenders weren't moved. They thought the decision was coming. As you say, Sam, it's come off the head of a Bristol City man, so it's the right call. But just when everyone stops, the centre half there thinks the flag's going to go up. Everyone's looking around. Little shrug from Michael Reindorf, but we'll take it. There is that 4th goal we mentioned. Strange circumstances it came, but it should seal a very nice victory for the Bluebirds. The Robins will keep coming, though. Mafiko does well to spot the danger, get the ball away, but it comes back with Romani Rowe. There he is again, Dag, just tidying things up. Cody Twos as well. Lovely 1-2 between those two. Ball goes long, looking for Reindorf. There's a back header again that puts Bristol City under pressure. But Casagrande is in possession of the ball. It's Thomas. Romani Rowe peeling in at the back post. Churchley on the edge of the box. Thomas sails over the bar. Pleasant viewing for Luke Armstrong. There will be another change here. Morgan Wigley is about to come on. Michael Reindorf departs, another goal for him. I would say it was fortunate, Sam, but it wasn't fortunate at all. Everyone else stopped and Michael Reindorf was the only man
No, he
ready
played on.
to go.
He played on, he lashed it, he scored. Well, you always said told to play to the whistle. He did. Played really well today, deserves his goal.
Yeah, keeper gets a hand to it, but can't push it wide. Goes behind him and into the back of the net. Another goal for Michael Reindorf. And it should be another win for the under-21s. This brilliant run that they're currently on goes on. Luke Armstrong gets himself a yellow card. I think you take that in the circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, 4-1 up, there's no need to delay the game too much now.
Ball spread out wide, won't be kept in by Rowe. Louis Giles will just wander over to take this throw in for City. Into the final 10 seconds now of this game. Obviously stoppage time to come, a few goals in the second half that would add a bit on. Overall, Sam, so far, been a very enjoyable watch from back to front for City. Everyone played their part in this win.
Yeah, very much so. You know, there was a 20-minute spell where I wondered which way the game would flow, because Bristol City had a good, really good spell between probably the 10th and 30th minute. But apart from that, I think City have very much value for their win. And they could have had a couple more goals, if I'm honest. I know they've hit 4, but they really could have. So, yeah. I think Matthew Bloxham will be really pleased with the way his team have performed this afternoon, especially second half. Yeah, absolutely. Notable standouts for me. Tom Davis at centre-half. Didn't give his man much space at all. Freddie Cooks won everything in the air. And the introduction of Manny Barton has really allowed the front three to press with vigour in the second half, and that's led to 2 of the goals. And then a special mention in midfield for Cody Toos and Dak Mafiko, who have grown into this game as a pairing, put Bristol City on the back foot. Here's Barton looking to add a 5th. Nyaku, he's got bodies at the back post if he can pull it across. Wins a corner instead. I think if I was looking at it from a Bristol City standpoint, I'd be a bit disappointed with the goals they've conceded second half. I think they've helped their own downfall, if I'm honest.
Yeah, haven't had too many chances in the second half. Scored the goal, a nice flick on and a good run around the back post for Bristol City. They haven't created much otherwise. One good save in the last few minutes from Armstrong, pushing a low cross away. Lawler having his shirt tugged, blatant, but nothing given. Capaccio goes square to Mafiko. Just take his time with this, Ronan Capaccio. Mafiko drives forward. Wigley sliding the ball towards Bailey Johnson, but he hasn't got the accuracy on it. One last venture forward for Bristol City. Capaccio 1v1 with his man Cook again, first to the ball. One loads in the air like that, Freddie Cook today. Again, the ball comes down Bristol's left. This time Capaccio is drawn into a foul. Free kick in a dangerous position, this, for the visitors. With seconds left, surely. Swung into the box. Lawler can't get his head on it. Armstrong gets a hand to it. And that brings the game to a close. Really strong performance, particularly in the second half from the Bluebirds. Give them the points in the seven-side derby. 4-1 the final score. City defended from the front after half-time. Won the ball back high. Created plenty of chances and scored some lovely goals. Kiona Tete with a bullet header in the first half. And a flurry in the second, finished off by that man, Michael Reindorf, for the fourth. That gives the Bluebirds, Sam, another brilliant win on home turf.
Yeah, really impressive stuff from City in the end. Like I said, second half, I think Matt Bloxham will be a lot happy over the way his team performed. I don't think they were bad in the first half by any stretch, but I just think second half we really showed our strengths. And all in all, like I said at the start of the game, whether it's men or women, whatever age group, Cardiff City, Bristol City, you want to win for those bragging rights, and I think the deserved team got the points today.
Another derby success for the young Bluebirds. Credit to them, brilliant display today. Thank you all for joining us on Cardiff City TV. We'll be back for the next under-21 home match. And the final score here in Leckwith, Cardiff City 4, Bristol City 1.